You are most welcome and thanks for watching. Tonight we are looking at how to form quadratic equations given the roots. And here is our subheading: how to form a quadratic equation given its roots. And we are saying that a quadratic equation is formed from the expression at the value which is now x squared minus the sum of roots into, we have x plus product of roots equals to 0. That is to say, we have x squared minus alpha plus beta. So these are now the roots, the sum of the roots, plus the alpha, beta, which is the product, equals to 0. We can have our example 1. So they are saying that form a quadratic equation whose roots are -2 and a quarter. So we can have our response. So what we are going to do, we are going to first get the sum. So we are given roots. We can say that maybe let our alpha be equal to -2 and our beta be equal to a quarter. Then let's first find the sum of roots. We are saying that we are going to have alpha plus beta, which gives us the -2, which is our alpha, plus the a quarter, which is our beta. As we simplify this, we see that LCM is 4. The LCM of 1 and 4 is 4. Then 4 divided by 1 is 4. Times -2, we are having -8. Plus 4 divided by 4, we have 1. Then multiply by 1 to have 1. So that we are having our sum as -7 divided by 4. Also, let's find the product of roots. We are saying that the product of roots are given by alpha multiplied by beta, which gives us the -2, which is the value of alpha, multiplied by the value of beta, which is a quarter. As we simplify this, we are getting our product, which is alpha beta, being equal to -1/2. So implying that this is our sum of the roots. Then we are going to say that from x squared minus the sum of roots multiplied by x plus product of roots equals to 0, i.e. we are saying that I have x squared minus the sum of roots, which is alpha plus beta, into x plus the product of roots, then it should equate to 0. But as we check above, we can see that our sum is -7/4, and then the product is -1/4. So this implies that we're going to have x squared minus our sum, which is -7/4. Then we have x plus our product, which is -1/2, equals to 0. Let's now simplify this. We have x squared, and the negative times the negative, we are getting a plus 7 divided by 4, x minus 1/4 equals to 0. So in here, we can simplify by eliminating the denominator. So we are going to multiply by 4 since it's the LCM on both sides. So we are going to multiply by 4 everywhere. So we are going to have 4 into x squared plus 7/4 x multiplied by 4 minus 1/2 multiplied by 4 equals to 0 multiplied by 4. So that here we are going to have our 4x squared plus 7x minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, we can conclude, therefore, the quadratic equation whose roots are -2 and 1/4 is 4x squared plus 7x minus 2 equals to 0. So that has been our number 1. So we can have example 2. The roots of the quadratic equation 3x squared minus x minus 5 equal to 0 are alpha and beta. Then it's continuing. Determine a quadratic equation whose roots are 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta, and 2 beta minus 1 over alpha. So we can have our response. We've been given our equation, which is 3x squared minus x minus 5 equals to 0. From this equation, we know very well that our A is equal to 3, our B equals to negative 1, and our C equals to negative 5. So we're saying, and from sum of roots, which is alpha plus beta, equals to negative B out of A, implying that our sum of roots, which is alpha plus beta, is going to be equal to, substituting, our B is negative 1, so we are having negative, but you have a negative 1 as the value of B, divided by our value of A, which is 3. So our sum of roots to this equation, you're going to have a third. Also, product of roots alpha multiplied by beta equals to C divided by A. Therefore, we are having our product alpha multiplied by beta being equal to, let's just substitute in, our C is negative 5 and our A is 3. So we are going to have negative 5 divided by 3. So this is our product. We determine our quadratic equation whose roots are 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta and 2 beta minus 1 out of alpha. So we can now talk of the new equation. Remember, they have told us the roots are 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta and 2 beta minus 1 out of alpha. So from this, let's first get the sum of these roots. So we can see that obtaining sum of new roots. So we are going to have the 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta plus the 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha. So as we simplify this, we are getting, so in here we are having the LCM of 1 and beta is beta. So we can say beta divided by 1 is beta times that. So we have 2 alpha beta minus beta divided by beta is 1 multiplied by 1 becomes 1 plus the LCM there is alpha. And as we simplify, here there is LCM of, there is 1, as there was 1. So as we get this alpha divided by 1, we get alpha multiplied by 2 beta, we are going to get 2 alpha beta minus alpha divided by alpha, we get 1 multiplied by 1 remains 1. Let's now simplify this. The LCM is alpha beta, then alpha beta divided by beta, we get alpha. So we are going to have alpha multiplied by 2 alpha beta minus 1 plus alpha beta divided by alpha, we get beta multiplied by 2 alpha beta minus 1. Let's continue simplifying this. You have 2 alpha squared beta minus alpha plus 2 alpha beta squared minus beta divided by alpha beta. As we simplify further, we are going to have 2 alpha squared beta plus, let's bring this one together because there is a common factor here, 2 alpha beta squared minus alpha minus beta, the whole of it divided by alpha beta. So as you simplify further, you can see that here there is a common factor which is 2 alpha beta. So let's pull it out. We have 2 alpha beta into what's going to be left here is going to be the alpha. Then what's going to be left here, but there is a plus beta. Then here there is a negative which is common, so minus the alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. But from the first part, the first step, we see that we have the alpha multiplied by beta, which is negative 5 out of 3, and then the sum of the roots, which is a third. So we can now substitute. We can say that, but alpha plus beta equals to a third, and alpha multiplied by beta equals to negative 5 divided by 3. You can first check. It is exactly that. Can proceed. We are still on the sum of the roots or the sum of the new roots. So we are going to say that we continue to say the sum of new roots equals to, we have now 2 multiplied by the product of roots, which is negative 5 out of 3, into our sum, which is a third. Take away our sum, which is a third, by the whole of it divided by the product, which is negative 5 out of 3. Let's simplify it further. So in here we are getting negative 10 out of 3 multiplied by 1 out of 3 minus 1 out of 3 divided by negative 5 out of 3. As we simplify this, we are having negative 10 divided by 9 minus 1 out of 3 by the whole of it divided by 5, negative 5 out of 3. So this is the same as when we look at the numerator here, the LCM is 9, so we can have 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times negative 10 is negative 10 minus 9 divided by 3 is 3 multiplied by 1, giving us a 3, into the division here for this divided by negative 5 out of 3. So as we continue simplifying, here we are having negative 13 out of 9. Then we are going to multiply and get the reciprocal of that. Say that in here you can see that by 3 once, by 3, we are getting 3. So remember, this is a negative and a negative, we are going to get a positive answer. So that we are remaining with 13 divided by 3 multiplied by 1 out of 5. Our sum of new roots is therefore 13 divided by 15. So this is the sum of the new product of roots. We are going to have the 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta. We are multiplying it with the other root, which is 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha. So this simply gives us, we are going to expand this expression. So we are going to have the 2 alpha into 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha minus 1 out of beta multiplied by 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha. So now we can simplify this further. 2 alpha times 2 beta giving us 4 alpha beta. Then 2 alpha multiplied by negative 1 out of alpha giving us negative 2. Then negative 1 out of beta multiplied by 2 beta giving us negative 2. Then negative 1 out of beta times negative 1 out of alpha giving us a positive 1 divided by alpha times beta. So we can now substitute in so that we can get, or we can first simplify. So you can simplify further. This is the same as 4 alpha beta minus 4 plus 1 out of beta alpha. But we know very well that our product of roots is negative 5 out of 3. So we can substitute in. We can say that alpha multiplied by beta equals to negative 5 out of 3. So this implies that our product, which is the 2 alpha minus 1 out of beta multiplied by the 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha, gives us So we are going to have 4 into our product, which is negative 5 divided by 3 minus 4 plus 1 divided by our product, which is negative 5 divided by 3. So let's simplify further. So here we are having negative 20 divided by 3 minus 4 minus, so this one is becoming 3 out of 5. This implies that our LCM or LCM of 3, 1 and 5 is 15. Then we have 15 divided by 3 giving us 5. 5 times negative 20 giving us negative 100 minus 15 divided by 1 we get 15. Then times negative 4 giving us 60 minus 15 divided by 5 we get 3. Then 3 times 3 we get 9. So this is the same as negative 169 divided by 15. So this one becomes our product of the new roots. So we can now go ahead to formulate the quadratic equation. So we are going to say that from x squared minus the sum of new roots multiplied by x plus product of new roots equals to 0. So i.e., that's to say, it's like having our x squared minus our sum of roots is, you can see it is 13 out of 15. So we can say this is 13 out of 15, but multiplied by x plus the product is negative 169 divided by 15, then it should be equal to 0. As we simplify further, we can now multiply by 15 on both sides. So in here, this implies that we are going to have 15 x squared minus 13x minus 169 should be equal to 0. We can consider therefore the required equation whose roots are 2 alpha minus 1 divided by beta and 2 beta minus 1 divided by alpha is 15x squared minus 13x minus 169 should be equal to 0. We can now have our example 3. It can be a question. We are saying that if the quadratic equation x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals to 0 has roots alpha and beta, then determine the equation whose roots are 1 plus alpha and alpha plus 2 beta. And please drop the answer in the comment section so that I get to know where we have reached. And thanks for watching.